FightHype.com here with Sugarhill. How you feeling, man?
Sugarhill feels good.
All right, cool, man. First off,
I feel like I'm on Jeopardy. I gotta answer a question. Yeah.
Just first off, tell us about the fighter that you have on this card today for this Saturday night with Berlanga versus Jason Quigley, man.
Adam Kovnowski.
I know his career hasn't gone according to plan lately. What do you think you can do to kind of like turn things around for him, man?
Just slap him in the corner when he doesn't do what I'm telling him to do, what we've been working on.
Gotcha. Usually they say when a fighter loses their chin, it's really hard for them to get it back. Do you agree with that sentiment, man?
Not exactly. I've almost never even heard when they lose their chin, hard to get it back. Maybe they mojo, but I don't know about the chin stuff. So I really enjoy the sweet science of boxing, which is hit and not be hit. So I like that better.
Last thing about Kovnowski, before I jump into something else, you said you like the sweet science, but Kovnowski isn't the type of guy that's on to, hit and not get hit. It's like, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you harder. So it's kind of hard to make that adjustment and make him say, okay, we want you to box more instead of brawling?
Just do it all, but you have to do it in a different manner. You have to take pieces of boxing and pieces of banging, and actually learn some different things and get more comfortable with them in order to put all those things together. Pretty much all it is just putting something else into your routine. It's like you eat milk every morning and then you add some cereal. Then maybe you add some berries, some strawberries next time, chop some strawberries up. So just adding it and enjoying the fruits. See how I put in fruits?
Gotcha.
Enjoying the fruits to labor.
Would love to know, man. Tyson Fury doesn't have a fight lined up, so, not going to really focus too much on him.
I wouldn't let you anywhere because there's nothing I know anyway either.
No problem, man. But it looks like we will be finally getting, at least we all assume, Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. You know both guys pretty well, I would say. How do you see that fight playing out if it does happen this year, man?
I don't see it at all because I'm more interested in golf. It's the truth. I am, because we're talking about. I'm asked a question about the fight, but it's nothing concrete enough for me to even think about it. I could just go through the Rolodex of fighters and pick out two fighters and look at them and then have ideas about them, but I won't do that. Same as that. So yeah, I'm not really thinking about it too much because it's nothing that's in existence right now.
Gotcha, fair enough.
That way I stay looking young and stress-free. I don't worry about that stuff.
So that's perfect then. So how about probably the biggest fight we've had in the past 15,
Let me
20
just
years?
tell you, how about Spence and Crawford? How about that?
There you go, July 29th, man. How exactly do you see that fight playing out? Don't just pick a winner. Tell me how you see that fight playing out, man.
Exactly, me seeing it is two of the top fighters, in boxing and in those respective weight divisions. It's one of those chess match things. But whoever makes the moves the fastest. I don't know who would be that, because the styles make the fights different people in front of you. But yeah, it's whoever makes their moves the fastest.
Would you give somebody?
For me, I would say Crawford. Crawford tends to make moves a lot faster than Spence during the rounds. Making moves is like adjustments. Both of them have good corners. Both of them have great corners, and the whole package from the top to the bottom is just one of those fights. It's like you don't know.
But let me ask you, because you just said Crawford tends to make his chess moves a little bit faster, but he's also known to be like a pretty slow starter. So how do those two things coincide with one another?
I never saw it that way as him a slow starter. He's just analyzing everything. But if it gets heated, of course he can get heated. And the same for Spence. He doesn't start off fast all the time either. So it's just one of those fights. Whoever plays them and makes their moves is the one. Spence is probably the bigger fighter, and I'm sure he'll be having plans to use his size and all his natural attributes in that fight. So it's just one of those fights. It's a close fight. It's one of those. I'm just happy to watch it. I'm happy it's being made, so I don't have to sit and watch these other fights.
For sure. But before I let you go, boxing more than me, more than everybody else in here. Just who would you kind of lean towards? I know it's a 50-50 fight, but if you had to give somebody the slightest edge, who would it be in that fight, man?
I'm gonna have me 2 glasses of beer, and whichever one's the fullest, one on this side, one on that side. Whichever one's the fullest, that's what I'm leaning to.
Gotcha. Is there any preference in terms of who you want Tyson to face next? I know that
I don't have a preference because whatever my preference is, it doesn't make a difference. So I've learned that from Emmanuel Steward as well.
Would you view Usyk as his toughest fight though in the heavyweight division?
I view Tyson as his toughest fight.
Other than Tyson, who would you view Usyk as the guy that's just like, okay, we know he's the clear-cut number 2 and the number 1 guy to, you know, kind of dethrone Tyson Fury so much?
He's the one that has some hardware that Tyson would like to have.
If you had to say, because I know you don't like talking about stuff that haven't been made and things like that, but I'm going to ask you anyways. Deontay Wilder has been calling for a shot at Usyk. He's saying he'll take his head off, basically. He's also saying that Usyk's scared. Who would you kind of see winning that fight?
And Jake Paul is calling out Canelo along with everybody else. So, yeah, people talk. That's fine.
Gotcha. Thank you, Stuart. Appreciate you, man.
No problem.